I want to talk about this facial recognition that's really underway in China right now. And right now, China is building the world's most powerful facial recognition system, and it has the power to identify any one of its 1.3 billion citizens within 3 seconds. 3 seconds. And the goal for the system is to be able to match someone's face to their ID photo with about 90% accuracy. So it's not perfect just yet, but it's getting there. And this project was launched by the Ministry of Public Security back in 2015, and it's still under development with a security company, some unknown security company based in Shanghai. Now, there are advantages to this. Governments and institutions can provide more safety to children, the elderly, and the sick. And financial, health, and academic and social data is better protected as well as accessible when needed. And sociologists have their data dreams come true. They can perform amazing analysis without, having to conduct surveys. With a smile or blink of an eye to a camera, students will be able to enter their university halls. Travelers can board planes without using a border pass, and diners can pay for a meal at KFC just like that. But there are inconveniences to this, minor inconveniences like, anyone suspected or accused of any offense can be apprehended in minutes, perhaps killed by a robot, and your accounts will be fined instantaneously for any infraction or failure to respect any rule at any time. So, and worst of all, the central planners that rule this world will ensure that any and every individual and group goes and does what is required, so you'll be under complete control. Now, here's one thing about China that's worth mentioning. And the world money masters chose China 50 years ago to become a central power for the world, for the eventual, shall we say, global socialist progressive revolution, and it's transferring most of every country's gold to China, because China is providing the world's first totally captured, disciplined, regimented, and productive, low-pay, subservient population and military. This is the ideal country for central planners to work out of. And, as for the USA, only when we buckle under, turn leftward, lower wages, and obey our Harvard progressive philosophers will it be allowed to share in the benefits of this social evolution. But I want to discuss something else about this technology that's not being discussed that often. We're hearing about the good things. We're not hearing too many things about the bad things. We're not hearing anything bad about this at all. But, this is eugenics at work, so let me explain. This is terrifying. There are restaurants that have offered, this is happening right now. There are restaurants right now offering discounts to customers based on a machine that ranks their looks according to an algorithm. Customers with so-called beautiful characteristics such as symmetrical features, they get better scores than those that have noses that are too big or too small, and the ones that get the better scores get the cheaper meals. I'm not kidding, this is true. So what this means is that at some point in the near future, they'll be able to phase out people deemed too ugly, that are not worthy. And this, to be honest, personally scares the hell out of me.